Andrej, I mean, both of you really, you hit those threes in the first half during that little stretch to really pull ahead. At that point, you guys were hot. How did that feel?
I mean, definitely feels great, just to see a couple shots, getting in. We start playing better, especially the last couple of games, but we know on Thursday we couldn't make, open shots. So coming to this game, we were focused on just making shots, and I think we execute really good in offense. And once we are starting getting shots, it's easy to just continue to play.
All right, and then same sort of thing, down that stretch. I don't know what the exact one was, 15 of the last 22, right? Yeah, you guys put up 15 of the last 22 points there in the last 6:45, which is just kind of crazy, Down the stretch, what is that, do you feel yourself locking in, or is it just game as usual?
Yeah, I mean, you got to concentrate a little bit more at the end, especially with a team like Arizona State. We know what they want to do. We know they want to pressure us, especially at the end of the game when, they were turning us over a couple of times, but I felt like we held on to our guts a little bit at the end, and it was good. So once we got it across, we were good at just finding the opposite man and hitting guys like him over here and knocking down some shots.
And then defensively, throughout the game, you guys were playing great, but especially once you pulled ahead into that lead, there was a good stretch of just consistently forcing turnovers and getting, blocks and steals and whatnot. What was that sort of game plan like coming into the game?
I don't care.
As usual, I think we're a really good defensive team, and our focus coming to the game is to just play good defense. So if we start hitting shots and defense, we can actually win against every team. So that's nothing like. I don't know what to say, but it just
Absolutely.
Justin, I know that the last 4 games or so, some of the threes weren't falling for you. How gratifying does it feel to have a game like this where it really seems to open up and you kind of help provide the spark and close the door for the team?
Yeah, it feels great, especially like you said. I had a couple games where I just wasn't hitting as much, and I've been up and down with my threes lately. So it was just going back to the basics, even like my pregame warm-ups and stuff. It's just going back to the basics and taking everything one step at a time. But it feels great having a game like that, obviously, because the momentum will carry on to the next, hopefully. But just going back to the basics was my big thing, and I feel like it helped.
And Andrej, sort of a similar deal for you. I know that you've been back for a while, but now settling in after missing all those games and having a game like this, career high, I believe. How satisfying is it for you to, I guess both of you kind of put the team on your back a little bit there late, but to have a game like this where things were falling, maybe they weren't elsewhere, but for you guys it was.
Yeah, it was about that time. I knew that I have to stay patient and just working on my game every day. I'm just trying to get healthy, and that's the main focus. And to see some shots get in, that's an extra effort. I would say, and it feels great.
For either of you, how much do you feel like this was up there with better defensive efforts of the year? Did it seem like Arizona State had a whole lot of clean looks, and when they kind of tried to charge, it seemed like you guys closed down on them, and especially compared to the last time you faced them, what kind of worked well on that end of the ball?
We just knew last game, we honestly, and we talked about it before the game, we thought we had our worst defensive effort this year when we played them the first time there. So coming into this game, we knew that obviously we had to. Warren Washington, he got off on us a little bit in the first game, and then they had the other guard get off on us, but DJ Horn get off on us. But we just needed to come into this game. We knew we needed to lock them down a little bit, and we knew we needed to pack it in, and we just needed to be on the same page and communicate. Because the first game, we just didn't take great pride in our personal defense and stuff like that. But this game, I felt like we did a good job.